Yeah, and guys, you guys make great points. I'm high on Coach Cal. I think when they lost Boobie Flan earlier in the year, who was their star point guard from New York, their offense went through a little bit of a lull. They give the ball to DJ Wagner. They start playing better defense. They kind of quietly went through the rest of the season, did a good job. They got into the tournament, and then Coach Cal did what Coach Cal does. Just like Stephen A. Smith pointed out, the one weakness that St. John's had was shooting. They're good defensively. They beat you up. They get to the free throw line. They play up tempo. They attack the basket. They play downhill. He made them take jump shots, and they couldn't make jump shots, and obviously Arkansas advances.
Yeah, guys, speaking of coaches, Rick Pitino made the bold decision to bench Big East Player of the Year, R.J. Lewis Jr. in the closing minutes with his team down 2. Here's what Pitino had to say about the move post-game.
You had R.J. on the bench, for a pretty long stretch at the end. Was that just because he just wasn't making them, or was there something more to it?
Played 30 minutes. It's a long time.
So he was tired?
No, played 30 minutes, and I went with other people. You already know the answers, Roger. You're asking leading questions. You already know it. So don't ask leading questions. You already know why he didn't play.
Was there one play with RJ that made you sit him the last 5 minutes?
You know he was 3 for 17. You know he was 0 for 3. So you're answering your own. I'm not going to knock one of my players.
Leading the witness. That's what Stephen A. gets on me about. S.A., why that face?
Because the reporter, go ahead, Shannon, because I'm just saying the reporter asked the question, and he's like, you know the answer. What kind of answer is that? But go ahead, Shannon. You go first, man. I want to hear what you got to say.
How would he know? Stephen, I agree with you. How would he know? How would he know? You're the head coach. The Big East Player of the Year is sitting the last 5 minutes. I don't care if he was 3 or 33. He's still your best player. He still gives you the best opportunity to win this game. And you saw him. And when the reporter asked you, you act like you had an issue with him. It wasn't his fault that not only did Luis not play well, nobody played well. And it's almost like, and that's the reporter's job, Stephen, and your job is to come in. Whether you win, lose, or draw, is to ask a question. Well, the best player on your team, he sat the last 5 minutes. Dang, what's really going on? Because we've seen guys struggle shooting the basketball and still catch fire the last minute and a half, and you win the game. I don't think it was a leading question. I think it was a question that was asked in the proper context, and I think it deserved to be answered. I think Coach Pitino was upset because he thought he had a superior team, and he didn't, and it didn't get it done. But just because a guy's struggling from the floor, I wouldn't have benched him. I don't care if he played 30 minutes. It's a 40-minute ball game. And most of these college guys, Stephen A., unless it's a blowout, they're going to play 35, 36 minutes in a ball game. And a lot of times, Booze, you know, having played college basketball, if it's a close game, hell, you might play the whole 40 minutes. Why not? You're only 19, 20 years old. You can't get tired. Yes. So I disagree with everything Coach Pitino said. I'm lower on him for that. I'm even lower after having an explanation of why he benched Luis.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a debate show, but I can't disagree with you on that point because I didn't see that. I didn't see that sound until just now. Let me say this. Let me bring it home in this regard, and this is the beauty of having a platform like First Take and having cats like you guys on who have done it. Because as a reporter, I would have been like this, fellas. What you mean I know? I'm asking you. You the coach. That's why I'm here. Answer the question. That's what I would have been like because I understand he was struggling, but the whole team was struggling. He didn't shoot all 22 of those three-point shots. That was 9%. He didn't shoot all of those shots that ended up being 28% for the field. Everybody was missing shots. If the brother, the Big East Player of the Year, and it's the NCAA tournament, you got to go down with the ship. Go down with the brother that brought you there. This brother it can ball. Yep. And I'm saying, excuse me, I know he was struggling. I get that. 3 for 17, 3 for 17. I get it. But to say he played 30 minutes, Rick Pitino is far too knowledgeable, far too accomplished to act like the 30 minutes is really all that it is. It's 30 minutes, sure, but it's crunch time too. And you were down 13 at the half. You were down 9 or 8 by about 6 minutes left. You cut it to within 2 with 6:11 left. And then from that point forward, they go 0 for 6 from three-point range, and they go 1 for 9 over their last only a dunk with 20 seconds left by their big man. That's it. That's not just this kid R.J. Lewis. That's everybody. It's everybody.
No, I agree with you guys. I think you go with the guy that got you there. He's Big East Player of the Year. R.J. Lewis had a phenomenal year. It was very odd that he wasn't in the game at the end of the basketball game. We had a game similar like that in Maryland. Jay Will tell you the story. He couldn't make any shots. We're down 10 with a minute to go, and then Jay Will caught fire. We take it to overtime. We win the game in overtime. R.J. Lewis didn't get to have his Jay Will moment in that moment, right? So if he's a guy that can knock shots down. He can get to the basket. He can defend. He makes plays for his teammates. He didn't get a chance to be the hero in that night, so it was very odd for him not to be in the game. I agree with both of you guys, what you guys said. Did y'all play basketball? Y'all got some good takes.
I tried.
Little bit. I love little something. You know, little something.
Jay's like, I did.
You know, I was 6'2" power forward, boo.
Please.
6'2" power forward.
Shannon fouled out in 5 minutes, knocking people on the ass. That's what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was doing.
It was a physical game back then. You remember the 80s, how they played basketball?
Yeah, so you were right in your element. All right, we'll leave it there, guys. When we come back on First Take, there'll be a new champion crowned in men's college basketball after UConn dropped a thriller to Florida. But it's what Dan Hurley did after the loss that has our crew talking. We'll break that down. The NFL Draft 1 month away. Who projects to be the best pro? Louis Riddick joining us live from Cam Ward's Miami Pro Day. Coming up.